Good morning. I'm just double checking to make sure I'm live. Huh, that's interesting. I can't check. YouTube signed me out. So that is interesting. Okay, awesome sauce. And how does it get better than that? Cool. So I am so excited to be here today. Um, First of all, I'd like to say welcome to the Wellness Lifestyle Conference channel. I'm your host at the moment, Janie Lynn. And before we dive into today's conversation, please click the thumbs up and the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with us. Okay, fun. Okay, so I am Janie Lynn, an intuitive business strategist, a source code activator, a facilitator, a speaker, a 3-time international #1 best-selling author, master energy tuner, certified life coach, certified health coach, and a podcast host. And I have a gift for bringing you into alignment with your business, your relationship, your finances, and your gifts. So today is absolutely one of my favorite topics. And so we're going to be talking about how to be a magical business superstar. So if you have any questions as we go along, post them in the chat, and we'll look at those. And for those of you who just hopped on and are new, please hit the like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with us. So a little bit about myself. I've been an entrepreneur for most of my life. Even when I had regular jobs, I was always doing something else on the side. So one of my favorite things to do is online business, coaching, facilitating, teaching. I love all that stuff because you can do it from anywhere. Um, so what I am bringing to life again with everything that's going on globally, I should have probably done this like 2 years ago, but sometimes I'm a little slow on the uptake. So it's okay. It's all good. Um, I have brought back a course that actually launched me into online business stuff. And the cool thing about it is um, what I teach is good for if you want to be a virtual assistant. So, like if you want to run and help somebody operate their business from the back end, or if you want to have your own business yourself. So, the cool part about it is when you're creating a magical business, one of the important things is to create it from something that you love, from something that you're passionate about, from something that is actually in alignment with your purpose. And so that's one of the very first things that I do is to tune you into what is your purpose and what do you do with it, which is kind of unique because I've been to a lot of seers, and uh, I've had the astrology charts done, and all that kind of fun stuff, and it's like, oh, this is what you're here to do. Well, what do you do with it? And so that's where I come in, and I actually help you learn how to use your gifts and what to do with them and how to monetize them, which is something that I struggled with for a very, very long time. Um, I have a lot of gifts, so I write. I love to write. Um, but as you know, if you have a controversial subject, it's hard to get a publisher. And so I did have a publisher, and that turned out a little bit wonky. So you have to be really, really intuitive on what you choose and how you choose to go about doing things. Um, so if any of you have any questions, put them in the chat. I love questions. It helps us tune in to um, what pertains to the now moment in the present time and what our viewers need to hear. Cool. So, um, one of the things that I'm highly intuitive, and one of the things that I'm aware of is that magic has been hijacked by darkness for a very long time. There's been fear, judgments, negative energies attached to it, and I feel that it's actually to keep us from the truth, right? So, one of the truths is that true magic comes from the heart, and it follows the golden universal rules. So, true magic is literally miracles in motion that you create yourself from your heart. So, when you use that perception and you are looking at, what is my purpose? What do I do with it? When you hit on that and you hit on it spot on, because you've tuned into your heart and you're following your intuition, magic happens. Um, I have a process that I walk my clients through with this, and it's actually really the only way I can describe it is that it is magic. I had a client that couldn't even buy toilet paper and toothpaste. So, for those of you that experienced that in the last couple years, it wasn't for that reason. It was because she was literally at the bottom of the barrel. So I walked her through my process, and she did what her guidance told her, and she literally went from no business to having clients and high paying clients in like a week, and in a month she went from nothing to $1,000. So that's 1,000% increase from where she was before, right? So it's super fun. um So here's the thing, we're all here for a reason and we're all here for a purpose. And we all came in with all our gifts intact. I heard somewhere that we have like 360 senses, and abilities and things like that. So I believe that everyone is intuitive. I believe everyone is empathic. I believe everyone is psychic. Um, and telepathic. We have all these gifts because those are uniquely part of our source spark. So the reason that we believe we don't have these is because we shut them off. We've been told that they don't exist for everyone. There's a lot of programming around why we don't use our gifts. Um, and I didn't use mine for a long time. I grew up in a very religious home where it was not okay to use all that stuff, right? So there's lots of reasons why we don't do what we're here to do. So that's where I come in and I step in, and we really, really take a good look with your guides at your gift. What is your main true gift that you're here to share with the world? And sometimes that's just talking and sharing messages. Sometimes it's the really simple things that we're really good at that we have completely just not necessarily ignored, but have taken for granted. So if you're looking at starting a business, if you're looking at even just using your gifts in your own personal life on your day-to-day basis, um, reach out and I can help you with that. It's super simple. And it's, that's, I go back to the simplicity of things because we tend to make things too hard. And they don't have to be, right? So it's just following your guidance. Hi, Christine. Good to see you. Do you have any questions? Mm, awesome. So this is my first time live streaming on this platform. So I'm super excited that somebody reached out and said hi because now I know where where the chats show up. Oh, that's so exciting. Simple pleasures. Okay, cool. Mm, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to chat just a little bit about my course that I have. So it's called Be a Magical Business Superstar, and it's actually a three-part course series. And so this course was created off of the foundation of everything that I've created and done since 2013. All of that is a direct um, result of where I am now. So the fun thing about this is I've taken all the research out for you. I've done all the hard work. I have made all the mistakes, which, I'm sure, we'll find more as we go along. Um, so as you know, in the virtual world, things change and shift all the time. So nothing stays the same for years and years on end. So if you don't know where to start, because there's a lot of stuff out there. So if you don't know where to start, this is a great starting place. And I will tell you right up front, I don't charge a whole lot for this course. It's only $99. Um, because where we're at right now, everything is changing in the world. How we create finances, how we go to work. Um, Work ethics have changed. A lot of people are working from home. Um, and, I think part of it, in a sense, I think that's a good thing because it brings us back to the home, the family life. And, for those of us that have kids, a lot of times both parents are working or, it's a single parent working nonstop. And, and then the kids got put in homeschool. So if you can create something in your life that's sustainable that you can do from anywhere, it just opens you up to so many more possibilities. And the schools are changing. So, bringing your kids home, um, there's so many options with virtual online schooling now that, you're not stuck with just one choice of putting kids in public school, which is phenomenal. Um, so that's one of the other reasons for creating a virtual online business. And to be truthful, I've had both. So I've had online businesses and I've had brick and mortar retail sales business. I owned a stone and landscape supply yard for 3 years. Um, so I've done that too. So what's different about this course is we use your gifts and your abilities as the foundation for what we build on. Because if you're not doing what you love, um, your work ethics are going to be off. You're not going to be motivated to go to work every day and to do what is required to keep your business alive. So we start with your gifts and your purpose, and we really hone in on that and create that as a foundation for everything that we add to it. And then we go into things like fine tuning your message based on your purpose and your gifts. Then we go into choosing where would you like to play? Where would you like to market your business? Um, because that's another thing too. Um, I'm sure all of you know that Facebook went down for a few days. So there are other platforms out there, and excuse me, I'm going through a cleanse and everything's cleansing. And so I forgot to get the link. I will have it for you guys next week. But there is a platform that is created by a um, pretty cool person. And it's exactly like Facebook, except you pay, it was something like 60 some dollars a year. Um, and the differences are, like if you put stuff on Facebook, Facebook owns it. So this platform is owned by the members. So you join it just like Facebook. I don't think they have. Hey, Susan. Good morning. You are up early. Well, I guess not so early. You're on the East Coast. um, so I'm really excited about that. And um, but there's other platforms. Telegram has opened up. That's kind of a new thing in the last year. There's a few more, and they just like boop slipped. So we look at which platforms would you like to play on. YouTube's become really big. There's also some other video platforms that are Patriot created. I'll just say it that way. Um, where you don't lose your stuff, and um, it's not censored. So we have a lot of things that we have to be careful about right now. And like I said, nothing stays the same. It's always changing, and that makes it more fun because what's next. And then we look at automation, institution, and getting stuff done. So creating a system for yourself. Automation is hugely, hugely. Dunkin' Donuts wakes you up. Automation, if you don't have an assistant, you are going to want to automate things in your business. It's just a given. It will ease up your time, and it will, your stress level will be basically nothing. Just sit down once or twice a week and create everything that goes out automatically, and you're done. One and done. So we create systems like that. And then we look at email campaigns and different fun ways to grow your list. Email is fizzling out. So I share with you different ways that you can go about expanding your reach. And then we look at project management and igniting your intuitive relationship with your biz. This is super important. So when you create a business, and whether it's your business or you're virtual assisting for somebody else, this is my favorite analogy. So when you create a business, you've created a living, breathing being, if that makes sense. So this is kind of how I look at everything. So keep this in mind. So if you give birth to a baby, and you feed it once or twice, and then you don't touch it again, you don't pick it up, you don't hold it, you don't love it, what happens to the baby? Nothing good. So when you give birth to a business, so to speak, you have created a living, breathing being. So when you nurture it, when you feed it, when you put your energy into it daily, it grows quickly and rapidly. So we look at all of that and how do you nurture a business? How do you talk to a business? Um, Pretty much it's like, the same thing again. When you have a baby, um, and this goes for men too. Men are highly intuitive. So when you have a newborn child, you know intuitively when their diapers need changed, when they need to be fed, when they just need a hug, when they want to go outside and look at the sky or talk to the birds. You just intuitively know. Your business is the same. So if you're tuned in and you amp it up, you can hear the whispers from your business. Hey, go here and post this. Hey, go here and do this. Do a live, like right now. And if you impeccably follow your intuition, it will never lead you wrong. So, one of the other things we look at in this too is trusting your intuition. That's super key. Cool. So that is creating a relationship with your biz. And then we look at different platforms to create your graphics on. And graphics are such a fun part of the business, I think, because they go everywhere. If you're doing videos, you have to create a thumbnail. You don't have to, but you can. Um, and then we wrap it up with fine tuning, questions and answers and things like that. And it's an 8-week course. And the difference with this is you walk away at the end of the 8 weeks with an actual functioning business that has a solid foundation. And that's kind of what sets this apart from other courses. So it's not something that you want to willy-nilly show up for. It's, be present for each course, because we go through, it's very hands-on. And does anybody have any questions in the chat? So if you're new and you're just popping on, make sure you hit the thumbs up and like it and subscribe it. And that way you can stay up to date and get all the notifications. We have different speakers on throughout the day, every day. A huge, huge gratitude and thank you for the wellness lifestyle and for Patricia. She's amazing. Okay, so you can find me. So if you have any questions on the business course, you can find it there at ascendedmasters.store. If you go there, you can just put in the search Magickal Business Superstar. So you can also find me on Quantum Magic Super Channel on YouTube. One of the fun things that I like to do, I'll leave that up for a minute. I love to do interviews and spotlight other people. So the Quantum Magic Super Channel is where I bring other amazing people who have messages that they would love to get out into the world, and then I spotlight them. So if you have a message that you would like to get out in the world, my contact information will be in the description, and you can also email me here. I'm a little old school right now because I am playing with a new platform to house all my stuff on rather than a regular website. Um, and I do this because this is how I give you the most up-to-date information and things to learn in the course. I try it out myself. So I'm in between my website and the new platform. So it's just easier to go to a Synod Master store and find me there. And also just email me. So I would like to thank all of you for watching today, and for those of you watching in the future, much gratitude. So as always, trust your intuition, follow your heart, laugh as much as possible, and until next time, much love to you and yours. Have a blessed day.